You've been waiting for this for a year and a half. It's the final Higurashi stream. This stream will not end before we've seen the ending of Higurashi. Last time I said something like this, it turned into a 10-hour stream. That's why I don't usually say this anymore.
I think
but today will be
certain.
one of those days.
We're almost done.
Yes, I do think so as well. Welcome, Dark
certain.
Lord. Hello, Gaming Trap. Long time no see. How are you doing? Congrats on being second.
What is
Hello, Ranger. Thank you for everything and the luck. Hello, Psycho. Congrats on being first. How are you all doing?
It's kind of weird to have the end after so long.
Today feels super weird. I woke up early thinking, oh, I woke up really early. And then I realized, oh wait, I didn't really wake up that early. I woke up at a technically normal time for me. But Germany set the clocks 1 hour back tonight. Because it's the last Sunday of October, so daylight savings time is over here. Then I realized, oh shit, I didn't really put in the schedule, so I informed you all. So today felt strangely longer. Tifa is already as tired as she would be 1 hour into a stream. And it...
That's about right, yeah.
Emotionally, it kind of feels like we've been on a road trip together for a year and a half. And we're finally arriving at the destination.
Yeah, it is. It's time to finish this.
Yeah, I feel like I need a vacation starting tomorrow. You know? It's such a strange sensation.
I'm more surprised that we finished this ahead of schedule.
I told you we would finish it before November.
Yeah, but also only because we streamed...
haters.
It's only because we streamed nothing else but Higurashi. If we did the normal thing of like 2 days and 2 days, we never would have done this in time.
All of you haters were like, it's the horse game, you can still play in November. No. No.
And all of us forcing you to press A. Also, Gaming Check, I'm glad to hear you've been doing well. In 10 days I have my final exam in driving. Oh, that is exciting.
Are you looking forward to it? Do you feel like you will be a menace to society? Or a person who actually knows how to drive? I was thinking of saying it in a funnier way. But
all he's asking is, do you feel prepared?
Yes, do you feel ready to commandeer a vehicle? Because I don't think I ever will, and that's why I don't have a license.
I was thinking of starting to go for a license again.
That is true.
I just haven't felt motivated yet to start learning the rules of the road.
Yeah. It's a lot to know, and it's a lot to get wrong. Why are you dumb? Did you burn yourself?
It's not even that it's hot. Like, I don't mind drinking hot, but I burned off my roof mouth.
My
mouth roof.
We looked this up once after a lengthy argument. It's actually called mouth roof.
Which is currently fully open. And I forgot hot things hurt.
Tifa, why is it fully open?
I don't know, actually. I have no clue what I did.
Who insisted on having a hot dog with deep fried onions that are super crispy?
No, I had already burned it before that.
Yes,
that
and
hurt
then cut it open on top of it.
Oh, you know.
Yeah, that was Tifa. Welcome in Shrift. I was gonna say long time no see, but welcome back. How you doing?
Tifa in a car. Oh.
That was the universe telling me to drive. Yes. 100% agreed. Also,
I mean, a car has to be different from a motorbike.
While Tifa buffers, Dark Lord, thank you for the 60 stream streak.
Love.
That's a lot of weeks.
Appreciate it.
That's also a lot of weeks, but
that's
it's
also
a stream
a lot
streak,
of streams,
not a week streak.
It is.
No one else will give you a strange sensation? Reading a Beaglesaurus series of novels on AO3. Exactly.
It really does.
I guess the roof was on fire. I think. What did we eat that you damaged your mouth with?
I have no clue, but I'm sure it was something hot and something that got stuck on it. I was past the blister stage already because I peeled off the skin bits. But then after that I started cutting it open and now it's just a sore mess.
GG's, Tifa.
Not nice. Really annoying.
Shrift is having a pretty good day. Today is laundry day, but it's gonna take forever. Ever since we started going to the gym, there has been more laundry to wash because you need to wash your gym clothes. And also a secondary pile of small towels that we use at the gym. And every now and then, Tifa or I stumble over the pile of laundry and then we go, we should have done it faster. And then we spend the next 2 or 3 days doing load after load. Well,
you're not very good at it.
3 loads to get all of it gone. It's not like there's heaps and mountains, but it's enough to see. Yeah, we're not good at this. We're really lazy people. But we do wash our stuff in the end, so.
I'm not sure how I feel about corned beef hash benedicts.
That could be good if you like those things.
I can like corned beef, but it has to be a very specific one, like the Dutch one, not the German type.
There is a difference. The Dutch one is mostly meat. The German ones I've seen in stores are mostly jelly, which is like to each their own.
With here and there a bit of meat, which is like bleh. And the Dutch one I can appreciate, but in the form of a hash benedict, I'm not sure.
Never had it,
enjoy your
never will,
breakfast.
but please enjoy. I'm with you on the shake. What's in it? It's gonna be a great breakfast. Breakfast of champions.
Sorry, I was washing the dishes. Did you say that the stream doesn't end till you beat the game? Because this will be the first time that I don't want the game to end. I think, Benjima, it's not even gonna be a long stream. We have like 1 chapter left.
Here's the plan for tonight.
One manga chapter? I'm guessing like 2-3 hours and we're done. Excuse me.
I just felt like doing that. Here's my plan for tonight. I have prepared the final version of a when X predict thing. My ideal scenario is that in a little bit we start the game, we finish Higurashi, and if we still have enough time then we go through the ultimate state of our predictions. I updated the file.
Which is not part of the game, by the way.
That's true. That's why I said, if there's enough time.
Yeah, I just want to add that in already now.
We're not going to have too much fun, people.
Before the beat until we'll stream until we beat the game.
I have prepared the file as per our last stream about that. Fixing Tifa's copious mistakes, a lot of things that were confirmed she wrote down as wrong when I had said them.
Were confirmed that I wrote as wrong.
I prepared the file, I updated it with all the predictions we made since then. I color-coded them so that it shouldn't take an hour but should be a bit faster to go through because we've already done part of this. So let's see how far we get. I'm crossing my fingers.
Corrupted save incoming, Benjima.
That's okay, I've got backups. If that were to happen, we have backups. We have backups of backups. That's cool.
Don't jinx it anyway.
Exactly, Benjima. No. Oh no. The Higurashi chapter 8 save file is corrupted, Benjima. We have to start again from chapter 1. See you in 1.5 years. Benjima called it.
Of course we can't skip it. We have to voice act everything again.
Do it. Yes.
But we can make it more interesting and we swap up the voices.
Yes. Exactly. That I was gonna suggest that but you beat me to the punch. Yes. I will be the cutest Satoko.
I'll be Keiichi.
I'll do it again.
Come on, Mion.
No spoilers, Shrift is around. Those are just regular characters. No spoilers for you, Shrift. Yeah, Jack as Satoko.
I want to hear... How would you do Satoko? I want to hear your Satoko voice.
Honest Psycho is disappointed and wants to unsub. Little do they know, we own them now.
I'll take it.
It's basically trying to emulate you. Jika.
No,
Jack, let's hear your best Rika.
I feel like that's a very different Satoko. It works.
Okay, wait.
Meepa.
Meep. Meep.
Still better. Tifa would be a great Keiichi. Tifa is Keiichi IRL.
IRL?
No. Jika, yeah, I was immediately mashing them together.
I don't think so.
I'll have it over. I sit here and have you on in the background. I have no idea who any of my characters are. And you're still around, Benjima. And I cannot appropriately put into words how much that means to me. I know you hate Higurashi with a passion. Maybe as much as you hate Pokemon. Or maybe more, I don't know. But still you're here. Mwah. Mwah. Thank you. Thank you. I know it takes a lot, and I appreciate the fuck out of that. Yeah. I don't care about Higurashi, indeed. Tifa's Irie sounds worse somehow. Tifa?
Tifa's Irie.
What's the guy version of Ara Ara?
Satoko.
That sounds horrible. Please never do that again. What was the thing about Dark Lord's shake? Banana, chocolate, vanilla ice cream, and coffee. They call it the funky monkey. I asked, and then we glossed over that, so I had to quickly go back. That sounds like it would make me poop very well.
I will take it.
Tasty, but also like it would go straight through.
Funky monkey. Didn't they call a cake at McDonald's that? Which was one of the best cakes ever, by the way.
Never did.
Enough.
No.
At the McCafe?
No.
Banana caramel.
No. Here's the thing. Tifa is a wondrous being. Everybody look at Tifa. Look at her. This is a certifiable Tifa moment. So,
what?
Tifa sometimes learns names and words. And then she mashes them together. I'm just here for the puns. Appreciate it. Tifa had ice cream once called Chunky Monkey. And then, a few years later, McDonald's over here started doing this FOMO thing where at the McCafe bit of their enterprises, they would do a different cake once every month. And you can't get bodies like ours if you don't eat too much cake. So we went there basically every month. Back then, I was an omnivore. I ate everything. I didn't care.
It's also really funny, by the way, because the cakes they had were divine, and I want to say
really good.
Some of them are still in my top 10 list of cakes I have ever eaten.
That is simple lemon cake that was 11 out of 10.
That was divine. And the funky monkey.
I would have done nasty things to a plate of that.
But the weird thing is, after they stopped doing that, the standard cakes they got left are the ones that are the most disappointing ones ever.
They're just basic and they're not that great.
The chocolate cake, which is
half frosting, which is
frosting.
Like 1,600 calories, 1,200 calories I think it was, for one piece of chocolate cake.
That's kind of disappointing.
That's over half your daily intake of calories in just a piece of cake.
The cheesecake, also moi. But the lemon cake and the funky monkey.
No. I need to start over because our voice of story again doesn't make sense because you had a 3-minute detour. Thanks, Tifa. Tifa learned that there's an ice cream called Chunky Monkey. Later, years later, she had a piece of cake at McCafe called
Chunky Monkey.
Chunky Pecan Pie. And I know some of you people say pecan
pie. That's what
pecans.
It was.
And ever since then, Tifa keeps insisting that at a McDonald's she bought a Chunky Monkey.
It's stuck in my...
Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
It's hardwired. That cake is in the top 3.
That was really good.
That was absolutely divine.
I don't care for caramel. I don't care for pecans, but it was really nice. Pecan, yes, you can go pee if you want.
We were going bankrupt by McCafe cake.
We did at a time, and then I became a vegetarian, started looking at the ingredients. I was like, okay, maybe not.
If they still brought that back now, then I'm sorry, but I would still go and get it.
That's okay. You can eat it without me.
But they don't have it back.
Thank you, Jack Caramel, so overrated. It's fine, but I don't go nuts for it. Lemon is underrated.
Lemon is not underrated.
No, that's a take. Yes, it's underrated.
No, it's not. A lot of people love lemon.
Not enough. That's what I'm saying, it's underrated.
I disagree.
Hard topic pivot if you all don't mind, but what are the thoughts on Dangan 2x2? I don't like it, I don't care for it.
What was that?
They announced a remake of Danganronpa 2 with additional story bits made by, I believe, the original writers of Danganronpa 2.
Oh, I saw something about that, yeah.
I am happy that people who haven't played Danganronpa 2 yet get another incentive to play it. I don't personally see the need because Danganronpa 2 still exists and it's on everything, so you can just play that.
The new story will be interesting.
if that leads to more games like it being made, I'm okay with that. So it's not for me. I personally wouldn't have funded it, but I mean, it's not like they destroy the original game. And I don't need to look at the new story part if I don't want to. Because it's tacked on, and I believe they even said it's non-canon. It's an alternative situation, so...
Okay, well, I think it will bring people back to the game.
Yeah, it does look nice, though. But again, I thought the original game also looked nice because it is very stylized. That never really gets outdated, I think.
So I agree with Jack. People look down on lemon cake because it seems a little basic. I've never seen anyone look down on lemon cake. Lemon cakes,
because
cookies.
you're too busy eating the lemon cake.
Fair enough. Pie, absolutely divine. And I love chocolate. But like lemon, cake, pies, whatever, over chocolate any day. I would give up chocolate for that.
I want to say same level, it's a matter of what I like in the moment.
No, I will put down anything chocolate for anything lemon any day.
I will never buy chocolate again, instead buy lemons for Tifa after this statement. That's going to be so much better for our bodies. Trust me.
That is true.
We're gonna be lemon influencers.
You mean lemon cookies?
If you make them, yeah. Selling point is a new route as long as the original. I'm interested to see what it is. Yeah, maybe I'll look at it at some point, but I don't feel the need to I don't feel the need to play it. Like, I'll trust you and everybody else who has played the original. If you say it's good, then I'll believe it and I'll check it out at some point maybe, but I have no drive in me to run and go to the store and buy it on day one and then check it out. Enjoy a good lemon cake, but sometimes it's too rich.
What I do feel the need for is to finish Higurashi. So let's do a final recap by Jack.
Tifa wants to get rid of your shrift. Just saying, it's not me. So look at this face.
It's nothing personal, Shrift, but I am ready after 1.5 years to finish this game.
Nice pivot, Tifa. See ya, guys. Shrift, mwah. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here despite her.
Excuse me? Are you not ready to finish this game? We do not know how long it is left. Unlike you, I need to be an upstanding member of society.
Of Shrift, love, only from this heart, only from this one.
Shrift, I'll see you in 3 years again. I'm just kidding.
You
always
fucker. And people think I'm the asshole in the relationship. No, it's her. I'm the nice guy.
Shrift knows I love him.
Not as much as I do.
Cheers.
Now, Tifa, put down your cup and for the last time ever, potentially, hopefully, please tell the people what happened the last time we played Higurashi when we cried Chapter 8 Matsuribayashi.
The last time we played, Irie and Tomitake were trying to make it out of Hinamizawa to make a phone call to the Bloodhounds. With some help of Kasai and Shion, they made it through the barricade that the mountain dogs have set up.
It was peak action movie anime. Kasai and Shion were giving them sniper fire support from way away, while Tomitake and Irie were in the car just driving through a barricade, having like grenade launchers and shit. Long story short, they made it, and then they went back to save the kids.
I was gonna allow it because it's your last recap.
Should be a recap of the whole game. I was thinking about it, but no. Honestly, this is the last part. If you come in now wanting a recap of all of Higurashi, watch the last 130 something parts. Sorry.
So Tomitake, Irie made it out, they called the Bloodhounds, they explained the entire situation and everything that has happened. The Bloodhounds start their operation and will, from that point on, will be in Hinamizawa in like 20 minutes. So all is well. Then they go like, oh, should we go back and save the kids? Irie's like...
I wouldn't mind a vacation now.
Well, so they go back to go help them out. In the meantime, on the mountain, there's still this whole... There's a whole battle that has been won by the Scooby Gang. They have defeated almost the entirety of the mountain dogs.
Mion has led them to victory. All but 4 of the mountain dog members are incapacitated.
So Takano and Okanogi head towards them. Okanogi at that point has realized his defeat because he is certain, after hearing that Tomitake and Irie went through the barricade, that the Bloodhounds will be on their ass soon, so he knows the game is over. Challenges Mion to a final battle.
A fist fight. Okanogi challenges Mion as the enemy commander to a fist fight to see who... I don't know, I don't understand those feelings exactly. It's very Metal Gear. It's a thing. It was cool Mion beat his ass handily.
I disagree that it was cool because I really, really did not like that scene, but I didn't go into it too much. I accepted it, just like
Tifa?
water off a duck's
Tifa?
back, but it's okay.
Tifa? Same.
Yeah. It was
Mion
so
suddenly
unreal.
being the biggest martial artist, beating Okanogi like this,
Yeah,
when even
no.
Akasaka didn't have that much of an easy time.
No.
Okay. But she believed. That was her power.
Oh,
Anyway,
that's true.
she kicks his ass, the Bloodhounds show up, Okanogi...
They come with several helicopters
Yes.
and like 200
Heavy weapons,
men that jump out of them like clowns from a car.
Okanogi, the remaining 3 or 4 members of the Mountain Dogs, drag Takano away because Takano's like, get him, kill the kids. And they're like, yeah, no, they just drag her off. And then off somewhere to the side, they receive the Kuko command, or the order Kuko, which basically means...
From Nomura.
It's over. Disarm, and this is it. Okanogi gives a gun to Takano and tells her, here, kill yourself. That's her plan. You can either kill yourself or you hurt the Bloodhounds. We're gonna be prosecuted by civil law and SDF, whatever martial law. So you can either take the easy way out or you heard what's gonna happen. But we really would like you dead because that makes this all cleaner. Takano in the end doesn't shoot herself.
I feel like it's important though, before you get to that point, that Okanogi explained to her that she was just a big pawn
Yes.
in everything, that nobody gave a fuck about her research, even Nomura, who she thought was her ally, that she never had any allies at all, and that they just needed her to do this thing so that they could use her to get in power.
Yeah. The order Kuko, like the clean up and kill Takano, is specifically put in motion by Nomura. She named it that and she came up with a plan. So basically, yeah, fuck you, take the blame.
Then we get to the point where Takano runs off, which
Yes.
you mentioned.
She doesn't shoot herself. Together with the notes of her grandfather who've been damaged, she runs off into the wilderness, has a breakdown, is about to kill herself when suddenly Hanyu appears to her.
I don't think she was about to kill herself.
She was considering it.
Not really.
She was contemplating.
I don't think.
Hanyu shows up and she gives her a very tough laugh off, and this is not a joke. First starting with, yeah, you should kill yourself.
If you want to become a god, just kill yourself.
Yeah, you don't need a body to be a god. You don't need to be alive, just do it. Anyway, Hanyu has shown this behavior many times before. She is giving her tough love. Weird, but that's what it is, I guess. And in the end tells her, well, humans can't forgive each other because that's what you do. You always sacrifice somebody, like with your weird Kuko plan. But I can forgive you if you let me. And when she does, Takano kneels down and begs her for forgiveness and gets her head patted by Hanyu. Or by somebody. It doesn't say it's Hanyu, but probably it's Hanyu.
So yeah,
And that's
Hanyu
where we
has
end.
forgiven Takano, and that's where we are.
Yeah. And allegedly we're really close to the end.
I hope so.
Indeed. Welcome in, Skinner. How are you doing?
Cheers.
Coco puts its egg in the nests of other birds, playing into the theme of it. In the manga, they explain Takano's codename Baby Bird. They call this brute parasitism.
Makes sense.
It does, actually.
I'm here for the end.
It's happening. Still have itis. I'm glad you are able to get your messages across. Everybody, are you ready for the final part of Higurashi? Tifa?
Let's go. You ready?
I am. Let's do this.
Hanyu? Hanyu, where are you? Hanyu-chan! Answer if you can hear us.
That's Takano.
Takano. I heard voices in the distance. And then I saw a girl standing in front of me. She's one of Mion's club members, my most hated enemies. Okay, so Hanyu as a god appears different than Hanyu in human form. I think that is safe to now say, seeing how she just had a conversation and suddenly, oh, one of these brats is in front of me.
It's a Clark Kent moment.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is amazing because they both have horns, but it's okay.
It's fashion.
Yeah. It's croissants.
Shit. She's found me. The rain had already ceased. I decided to come out of the hollow tree. After the rain, it had grown so humid, I was starting to sweat all over. I'm soaked in sweat, mud and rain. I feel filthy. I've been bitten by mosquitoes and my body is itching all over. This is why I hate the mountains.
Same.
Don't say a word. I pointed the gun at her.
Did she not, like 2 seconds ago in game time, receive the forgiveness of God? Really?
Also, the gun is empty. There was only one bullet in it.
We don't know if she was the one that shot.
True. Could have been someone
shot.
else. The girl just looked at me calmly as if she didn't see it. At the very least, she did follow my order. What should I do? Should I take her as my hostage? I only have one bullet. Okay, she still has it. How long can I keep running for?
Hanyu! Where are you? Damn, she really is lost.
Ah, there she is. Hanyu-san.
Hanyu, where have you? Huh.
If she still shoots Rika, I'm gonna Alt F4 and uninstall and end the stream. I swear to God. 1 plus 2 plus 1 plus 1. That's 5. What? 2 plus 2 plus is 4. Minus 1 is 3. Quick math. Exactly.
Too quick for me. I couldn't keep up. I really am unlucky to the end. Or maybe you could call this a kind of luck. At the end of it all, I managed to get some vengeance. Do you know what this is? I don't like this shot because her face seems so different, or is that just me?
She has a very long face suddenly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And small, I don't know. It seems like a different person here.
The art style is different every now and then.
It's a really big hand. The hand is fine. That's just perspective.
Did she not 30 seconds ago have her whole breakdown and beg for forgiveness?
Yeah, she's already forgiven. Now we can start sinning.
It's time for new sins. Apparently.
Do you know what this is? It's a gun. Don't you dare move. The tables have turned now. Damn it! Why now? Where are the 600 bloodhounds, by the way?
I don't think Jesus would approve of sinning again.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
he will forgive again, it's fine. Mion-chan, if you don't want anyone else to get shot, step forward.
No, don't do it, Mion-chan.
Mion stepped forward quietly. She certainly has a lot of courage. No wonder she's their leader.
Because she knows the type of handgun she is using, and she knows because of a combination of the rain and the mud, the bullet will jam.
Thanks to you, I've been ruined. Some scary man on the mountain want me dead. They won't forgive me.
To be fair, no, they just told you to give yourself up.
But I can't just go out like that.
Oh, she means the mountain dogs.
At the very least, I want some revenge.
Huh. I know you only have one bullet in that gun.
How does he know?
Anime hearing. I don't know. Maybe he is Okonogi.
That's right. But that one bullet could kill Mion-chan, couldn't it? Takano, Are you going to shoot her? Don't move. If you do, I really might just fire this gun. Don't any of you move. Just stay behind me. How courageous. Is this some spirit of self-sacrifice? Rather be shot yourself than letting your friends be shot. Well, it's not that easy to kill someone with just one shot. I mean, of course it depends on where you hit though. I was gonna say, like, there's still a high chance. Like,
And it's probably point blank-ish. Like close enough that even an amateur could hit. Is how I take this situation.
and you're on top of a mountain, it's a long way down.
Yeah.
It's a lot of blood you could lose.
Just gonna crack the gun apart like Ip Man. Or maybe.
I'm surprised. How can you be so brave? You want me to shoot you for all the others.
The black undershirt she's wearing under the yellow shirt is actually a bulletproof vest.
I think that's just part of her current shirt.
I would like to remind everybody that in the original art style, Mion always has a gun on her.
I completely forgot about that.
I haven't. That's been living rent-free in my life for 1.5 fucking years. Look at this. Remake, console art, no weapon, gun, the entire...
Just so you know, if you think that I'll hesitate to shoot because they'll rush over here once they hear it, you're sadly mistaken.
Same in the anime too, what the...
Go ahead, shoot me. But after you do, my friends will rip you to pieces. Let them try. They say you dig 2 holes when you curse another. Going down along with the great commander who made Okanoki surrender wouldn't be so bad. Go ahead and shoot me. But make sure that it's me you hit. If you shoot anyone else, I'll put you through hell. Oh my, I'm shaking.
How is there not a single member of the Bloodhounds taking aim and just putting a bullet between Takano's eyes?
We had this whole scene where the Bloodhounds were begging them not to say anything about what has happened, and then they just went, okay, bye, we trust you take this, we're just gonna go ahead somewhere else, but we'll see you later sometime, right?
You got it from here.
They just left them on the mountain, like, what the fuck?
That art is so scary. It is, Benjamin. I think it was an airsoft. Does Takano know that?
No, don't. Mi-chan. Takano-san is serious. She really will shoot you. Somehow we'll have to buy some time. Someone from the Bloodhounds will come by for sure. They should have already been there. I'm sure they will. But I'll shoot before I lose my chance. Let's see. Where should I hit her?
In the fingernails.
I'm not good at this, so forgive me for not being able to aim that well. This scene, I don't know.
This would make sense if we didn't just have her beg for forgiveness and receive it.
I feel like the order seems a bit off.
Did my copy of a game break? Is this how it's supposed to happen? I don't get it.
Me? You aren't serious, are you? Don't anyone move. I'm the leader of this club. If I can protect you all, I'll be satisfied with that. If I don't make it, set up a shrine inside of my locker and pray for me there.
Corrupted safe and coming, apparently.
You'll be taking over my position, Kei-chan. Help him out, okay? Mion is prepared to die. I'm already cornered. I won't accept any words of negotiation. Mion understands that. She doesn't want anyone else to be killed. That was why she chose to be a shield for her friends. That was an easy decision to make for her. Even though I understand here why she says, hey, I'm gonna kill Mion, it would have made more sense if she still tried to kill Rika.
I don't care. Tomitake is gonna show up and go, no. Bad Taka, no. And then she goes, oh my god, muscle daddy finally said I'm a bad girl. And then it's okay.
No.
I think the point is that second chances don't work on Takano. Who thought Takano is redeemable and a nice person?
I'm still safer. Because none of her friends would end up hurt. If she ends up just getting injured, that would be a stroke of luck, as far as she's concerned. Even if she doesn't make it, she thinks that she's far better than seeing any of her friends die.
No.
She thinks that's far better than seeing any of her friends die. And that's why Takano will shoot. Even though she understands Mion's noble intentions painfully well, it's too visceral for her to accept. So she'll shoot. I will pull the trigger. With all the absurdities of the human world riding on that bullet, I will shoot her. You all play games often, right? Have you ever played Old Maid?
Funny you mention it.
No. We play Old Bachelor though. They use the same rules. The human world is just like a game of Old Maid. Everyone's trying to foist the Old Maid into something else. Or onto someone else.
Can I have that whole line again?
Everyone's trying to foist the Old Maid onto someone else. It's a game that seeks to determine not a winner, but a single loser. The sacrifice. You see, I picked the Joker. But there's nobody else to pass the car to. That's why I'll shoot you, as my revenge. Also, it doesn't even matter how sad this scene will be. I feel like it's kind of ruined. Fitting for this irrational world of man, isn't it?
Is Hanyu gonna do anything? Because...
I'm preparing myself to shoot. There's no hesitation left in me.
There's an awful lot of hesitation left in you.
I will shoot her. I'm serious. Mion closed her eyes and opened her arms to try and shield her friends as much as she could. Flap 'em. Ah, there she is.
Called that.
And that was when Hanyu stepped forward and placed herself in front of Mion. Hanyu! Get back! Brave, Mion. I've witnessed your courage. That's more than enough. If the Joker can't be passed to anyone else in this human world, then it's my job to accept it. Hanyu, what are you? Rika, I had a lot of fun in this world. Thank you for letting me join the club. It was so much more fun to be in it than just to watch. So thank you. So now she's gonna sacrifice herself again. I enjoyed myself. I was so happy spending time with all of you. In that moment, Hanyu glared at me adamantly. Now shoot me, child of men. With that sin you must foist onto another. I will accept it. Okay. Okay. Fine, die! The club members must have thought I was joking. Or bluffing. They didn't think that I would actually shoot. There was a noise like something exploding. In a world where time became as sticky as syrup, we saw it happen. The silver bullet hitting an invisible wall in front of Hanyu. As though the wall was protecting her. The bullet wanted to pierce Hanyu's chest, but it couldn't reach its goal. A bead of sweat formed on Hanyu's forehead. She had stopped the bullet with an invisible force. Hanyu?
Is this again like the end of chapter 7 where she now stops the bullet mid-air to give us all a moment to say goodbye to her?
No, there it made sense. There it even said that time froze. This doesn't feel like the same sort of moment.
I'm sorry. In a world where time became as sticky as syrup.
Oh, fair enough.
Also, if you're now telling me that Hanyu always had force field powers, why did she never use them in the previous lives of Rika?
I'm okay.
She didn't believe.
can do this, even in human form. The silver bullet was being pushed back. Takano was startled by this otherworldly phenomenon, but then she spoke one phrase. You monster! I thought she realized it was God. The silver bullet smashed through that invisible wall. There was no longer a wall at all. There was no wall to protect Hanyu from the bullet. The bullet approached Hanyu's chest. Somebody let out a silent scream. Nobody could stop it. Nobody could stop that bullet. In that world of frozen time, nobody could stop the bullet that was stopped just inches in front of Hanyu's chest. Hanyu's friends had seen this scene before. The moment of checkmate. No matter how much they screamed, there was no way to avoid this tragedy. They knew that from their memories. You will die for sure. Think about the good old times as much as you want. When you're finished doing that, the bullet will pierce your chest, drown in your own blood.
In the question, what does Rika need to sacrifice for her happiness? It turns out it's Hanyu.
Technically, Rika didn't sacrifice it.
Oh, what?
Unless I was prepared to do so, I wouldn't be here. Hanyu thought that this would take care of everything. Hanyu wasn't supposed to exist in the first place. She would leave the stage and the rest of the cast would stay unharmed. This is how it's supposed to be. But in that moment, something happened to surprise even Hanyu. In the world of frozen time, in which nobody could move, Rika reached out and put her hand on the bullet that was stopped in midair. How could she move? Even Hanyu couldn't move.
Because she's the reincarnation of Oyashiro-sama.
Because she believes. Why could a mere human like Rika grab that bullet? Don't be so surprised. You've already learned about that. You've learned about how to make a miracle happen. A lot of amazing things happened today, but none of them were worthy of being called a miracle.
Excuse
I
you?
think a lot of the
Excuse
things
you?
were miracles, but sure.
Just Akasaka alone should have counted as 2 miracles.
If we all believed in each other, it was supposed to happen. Therefore, I will perform a real miracle in this very last moment. I'm the reincarnation of Oyashiro-sama. I'm the reincarnation of Oyashiro-sama after all, so let me make a miracle happen at the very end. Ipa! Rika rubbed the frozen bullet gently, very gently, and then held it, and embraced it lovingly, her hands at her chest. Oh, you're such a good bullet.
No, if she grabs it, puts it in front of her chest, if it still moves forward, it's gonna kill her.
Yeah, it's to stop the spinning, I guess. In that world where not even Hanyu could move. Now I realize that neither Takano nor Hanyu listen when other people talk. Didn't you hear what Mion said? We don't play Old Maid. We play Old Bachelor instead. Takano laughed and said they were basically the same game, but they're totally different.
Are they? I couldn't tell you. I remember them playing Old Maid twice.
Same. In Old Maid, a single joker, an unharmonized element is added to a full harmonized set of cards, and people try to foist it onto another. But in Old Bachelor, one card is removed from that harmonized world, and everyone foists the unharmonized fragments on each other. It's different than having a joker, because everything would be in harmony if there wasn't something missing. Players try to get rid of something in both games. But what they try to get rid of is very different. In our game, the loser is left with one last card too. I can understand how Takano thought they were the same thing. But they are different. Because in our game, if the missing card was added back in, there would be no loser. Hanyu, the missing card in this world, where someone has to foist their sins onto another, has joined the game. So this game has no losers. Yet you're still trying to take one card away. What a waste of a miracle. This world doesn't need a losing card. That is the answer I finally reached after a 1000-year journey, trying to find a miracle. So what does Rika need to sacrifice? Nothing. The answer has always been there. It was there in the very first game of Mion's club. There was always a loser, because we were playing a game of cards with one missing. If we could fill in for the missing card by believing each other and helping each other, then it would complete a full deck of 52 cards. The complete world, without a loser.
Isn't there also 52 fragments? Didn't we need to piece together?
50.
Okay. Sorry, that would have been great.
But we added 2 people, Hanyu and Akasaka.
Akasaka had always been there, just not here. He did exist in 51. Yeah.
No, it was 50. I'm not sure why you're believing Skinner
I don't know.
Answer a question.
Everybody, I'm sorry, but at this point in time, I made the dumb mistake of believing Skinner about something having to do with Higurashi. I'm sorry. That's on me. That's 100% bamboozled.
I like how you
on
believed, what's even better is you believed Skinner's answer over mine,
Tifa,
who has been going through 600 hours of Higurashi with you.
Tifa, if a snail suddenly crawled into the room and farted 51 times, I would take that as an answer over whatever you said. We've been over this many times before. I will not believe anything you say. Please read your lines, Tifa.
I already have. A complete world where no one is left out, except Tifa.
You put yourself in timeout.
Nobody has to stay out of the circle, except Tifa. Nobody has to cry or be burdened with sins. A world where everyone holds each other's hands and forgives each other's sins.
Yeah, like you should forgive my sins.
There's too many. Like how? I have to.
Why can't you be more like Hanyu? It's a thing I never thought I'd say. Sorry, Rika, not Hanyu, because Hanyu was like, yeah, just shoot me, bro.
When people live, there will be sin. What's important isn't to avoid sins, but to forgive them. That's what Jack is gonna use from now on.
Yeah, I'm only human.
Shouldn't avoid sins. It's your job to forgive mine.
Your Honor. Honestly, have you played Higurashi? I mean, I'm guilty of doing this, but honestly, you're just as guilty if you don't forgive me, so...
Helicopter told me it's alright.
Exactly. Can't spell Skinner without... Yeah. That's what Ranger once called him. That was beautiful.
A world can only become ugly and twisted when people try to stay pure. Let us accept our sins. Let us all forgive. That's the answer Rika Furude reached. A complete world. A world free from the sins of the human world, where one has to become a loser. Rika reached that, as a human being. After an unbelievably long time, she finally reached it. Welcome home, Mother. Does that mean she's still...
Hanyu is Oyashiro-sama's daughter?
Wait, is Hanyu the one that killed... No, that doesn't make sense.
Is Hanyu Oyashiro-sama's daughter? Because otherwise Welcome Home Mother doesn't make sense. We know Oyashiro-sama is the original member, the creator of the Furude line. I think it's the ghost of Hanyu's daughter who killed her. I'm so confused. Let's get going. Maybe it'll make more sense later.
The frozen time had begun to thaw. There was smoke coming from the muzzle of Takano's gun, so it was definitely fired. However, nobody got hit. Keiichi looked around fearfully to make sure nobody was bleeding. They were all fine. Nobody had been shot.
You missed?
Serves you right. The tension lifted in Mion's body and she began to sweat all over. How did I miss at this distance?
Me asking myself every time I throw a basketball.
Tifa aim.
Pew! Like around you, behind you, in the tree.
All the club members thought the same thing.
100% Tifa aim.
It was a miracle that the bullet didn't hit anyone. The club members had all felt the same way. They were all thinking, if it's going to hit someone, let it hit me. However, Rika Furude wished for a miracle that was far beyond that. Rika wished for a miracle that was higher than self-sacrifice. She wished for a world where the bullet wouldn't hit anyone. She wished for a world where Takano wouldn't be hurt because she shot someone.
That's deep. That is very, very sweet on an emotional level that I am not capable of feeling towards Takano.
You know what I don't get? The only miracle they needed to pray for technically is miss.
You just miss.
It would have achieved the same thing.
But the gun just jams, yeah.
No, I would have just gone for miss.
Same thing.
Footsteps were rushing towards them. Takano tried to run, but she tripped over a root and the scrapbook in her hand scattered everywhere. As she tried to gather up the papers, members of the Bloodhounds surrounded her. All the Bloodhounds pointed their guns her way, and some even poked her with them, but Takano still didn't stop gathering up the papers.
Yeah, she's fully gone.
Some of the men stepped on the papers, and she tried to pull them out from under them. She tried to pull them out, begging them in tears not to step on her precious papers.
This is the 4th time this is happening.
The one thing I do like here is that we're not redeeming Takano, technically.
Well, Rika's miracle wish is not making it worse. Major Takano, you're under arrest.
So, it's all my fault, is it? Actually, he choked on that.
The club members, feeling bad for her, looked at the ground. Stand up! Put your hands behind your back! Hey, don't resist!
No, 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 no! I want to take my grandpa's scrapbook with me! No, no!
Takano just wanted to pick up the pages of her scrapbook, but the Bloodhounds, thinking that she was just resisting, pulled on her hair to try to make her stand up. Although this was her fate, it was too hard to watch her be treated that way. And then a noble voice resounded among them. Bit late now, ain't it? Imagine not making copies. Yes,
It was all handwritten.
it's the 80s. Copiers exist by now. Wait. Radiating with divine light, a man appeared. They all knew this man very well, but they had never seen him look so determined. First Lieutenant Tomitake from the Research Division. I'll take it from here.
Oh, you're under arrest too.
Yeah!
As a matter of
No,
fact.
but he's one that called.
Yeah, but until we have all the facts in order, you're also under arrest.
Be a
and coming
bloodhound.
with us. You were the bloodhound.
There's multiple.
But sir, we've been ordered by headquarters to bring her back to Tokyo immediately.
Can't you tell? Just look at her. Look at all the scars. She's been scratching herself. She must have Hinamizawa syndrome. I told you! I told you all! There were lots of horrible scars on her wrists, arms and neck. Takano had scratched herself throughout the day because of all the stress. There was no way for anyone to be certain if those marks were symptoms of a syndrome. Okay, maybe not. But when Tomitake said that, it certainly sounded true.
But the Major must have been given medication to prevent her from contracting the disease. There's no way she should have it.
But we got her out of bed at 4 AM and kept her running ever since, so she probably missed her shot. Haven't you read the report? It says the inoculation isn't 100% effective. If you'd read the report completely, you would know that these are symptoms of a terminal stage. The research division thinks that her treatment should take priority. We must determine if this incident was truly her will, or if she became delusional due to the syndrome, leading someone to take advantage of that situation. We have to be very, very certain, otherwise it'll be impossible to resolve this matter. Was it her fault, or was it the fault of her disease? It's impossible to determine that right now. To make sure she has the right to receive treatment and she is obligated to let herself be treated.
Jiro-san?
Take her to the Ear Institute so that she can be examined immediately. Notify Lieutenant Colonel Ire so he can prepare to treat Major Takano. However, from here on, the Major will be placed under strict observation and all activities will be restricted. The particular orders should come from command through Colonel Oka, Director of Investigations. The Bloodhounds conveyed all this information over the radio. Nobody had any objections. My job was to arrest her after all. Any interrogations or investigations after that were the job of the investigations. The investigations were the job of the investigations. Lyrical genius.
Say that again.
So, if those were the orders from investigations, then that was that. Tomitake walked over to the muddy figure of Takano.
Jiro-san. Jiro-san!
Takano buried her face in Tomitake's chest and cried. Only Tomitake and Takano knew the meaning of those tears. Sorry for being late. I'm here for you.
Jiro-san! Jiro-san!
You're not as bad as you think you are. You can start over. You can start your life over as Miyako Tanashi.
I can't. I can't. I've committed too many sins. I shouldn't be allowed to start over. I should be dead. Otherwise, the weight of my sins will...
Well, that's true. Beautiful, end of line, no notes. Yeah, you fucked up. Well, that's true. Your sins may not be so light. But don't worry. I'll be with you. We can atone together. Let's atone for Mio Takano's sins. And let's bring back Miyako Tanashi together. Until then, I'll be right here with you.
Can I continue to live? Can I live? Everyone tells me that if I die, things will work out.
Yeah, thanks, Hanyu.
But can I still live? Are you saying I'm allowed to live? Can I be forgiven?
The world may not forgive you. But so what? I'll forgive you. So let's live. Death can't atone for sins. You must live and ask the world to forgive you and then start your life over. Then you will remember. You will remember what kind of person you used to be and what kind of smile you used to have.
After a while, Takano was taken to the Irie Institute in handcuffs. She was, however, handcuffed with her hands in front of her. She was holding the scrapbook. Tomitake had cleaned the mud off of it. The downpour from the early afternoon had passed. The cicadas began singing again, reminding everything that this was a normal June in Hinamizawa.
Completely normal.
It was so hot despite being June, and the sky was brilliantly clear. Someone asked someone else the time. She looked at her watch. It was 3 p.m. The Watanagashi festival would be starting at 5. It was almost time. Even from there, the Furude shrine could be seen. Didn't you say yesterday that they're gonna finish it with the festival?
Absolute cinema.
There were red lanterns hanging all over.
I understand that they're reusing shots. I understand that it was a super limited budget, but wouldn't it have been nice to be able to see them?
Once the sun went down, those lanterns would be lit. It was almost time for the Watanagashi festival. We just said that, yeah. And with that, everything would end. When the Higurashi cry. The game that stretched across different worlds had ended, and what the winner obtained after their victory is that the game ended without a loser. Hanyu was prepared to leave after the game was over, but she was still here. She was allowed to be there. In other words, she wasn't the card that was taken away. The card that was taken to play their game of Old Bachelor was no longer there. The breeze rustled Hanyu's sweaty, messed up hair. She was dumbfounded. Hey, I'm cold.
Sorry.
Rika went over and stood next to her. She didn't need to say anything. She only smiled at Hanyu. That girl had pretended to be a bystander, but decided to step onto the stage. And then she thought that was enough and tried to step off of it. With those memories of her bright time on stage, she tried to step off, but someone grabbed her sleeve and stopped her. She was told that she could stay. Then she realized she was still on the stage, and she didn't have to leave after all.
This would be the most awkward theater performance ever if the actors just refused to get off the stage at the end.
There was a spot for her on the stage, and she was no longer a bystander. And that was an unbelievable miracle. She didn't even exist in the script. Nobody needed her to be there. But the miracle had allowed her to stay. You suffered so much during your journey. This miracle isn't even enough to repay you for what you've gone through. Goodbye. This is more than enough. This miracle is more than enough. Rika smiled at Hanyu one more time and passed her what was in her right hand. Hanyu felt something cold and hard. What was it? She slowly opened her hand and looked at it. Candy. Cream puff. A frozen cream puff.
Frozen. That's gotta be the bullet, right?
It was. The bullet Takano had fired. I like the cream puff more.
That would be really sweet.
I saved this for the end.
But that wouldn't be hard and small. It would be a bit bigger and soft and...
If it was frozen. That's where I spent my miracle on, keeping the cream puff frozen.
Up until this moment.
This was the proof of their miracle. It was the proof that Hanyu could exist there. It was the proof that they could be together forever and ever. It will be dark soon. It's time for the festival. We'll have so much fun together. You can't just watch us anymore. I'm sure there will be plenty of punishments to torment the poor newcomer. Also, do you think we're gonna wrap up the rumors that Rika has died?
No. It's funnier this way if she suddenly stands there doing the performance.
I don't have to just watch the Watanagashi festival, huh? That's right. Because you don't watch a festival. You enjoy it.
We were testing the speakers. It was still bright outside, but there was music playing already. The cheap dub BGM collection of festival music could be heard from the Furude Shrine in the distance. It sounded so exciting to her. This was what she had wanted to join in on all this time. Rika held her hand.
Hey, it's Hanyu. Let's go together. Let's go to the Watanagashi festival. All of us. Together. Yeah. Credits? No. Credits?
I expected the Shenmue 2 walk. But still better.
No credits. Probably Keiichi.
I had almost too much energy left. It had been a long day and many things had happened, but they still had the energy to go to the festival. It was, after all, the special day of Watanagashi. The curse of oyashiro-sama had been lifted, and no tragedy would ever occur again. It was the first peaceful Watanagashi, the first one without a tragedy since the dam conflict. The villagers had noticed that the phone lines were disconnected during the day, but it was fixed so quickly that they didn't pay much attention. They heard the Self-Defense Force helicopter near the mountains, but rumor had it that they came to the wrong place for their training. The elderly villagers laughed and said that the young men of the National Defense Force needed to pay more attention. Some people say the SDF even came to the area clinic. The villagers didn't even get suspicious about that. They assumed that the area clinic had started doing physical checkups for the SDF. There were pieces of broken glass on the roadside near the village border as if there was an accident. Some people wondered how anyone could have had an accident when there was no obstruction on the road. The elderly people said to each other that they always had to drive carefully, even on a familiar road. But it looked only like a trace of a normal accident, so they didn't get suspicious. The rest was a ghost story. The villagers heard an extra firework to signal the festival taking place. It wasn't an echo. The people in charge of the fireworks were puzzled, but when Rika said Oyashiro-sama must have shot the extra firework, the villagers simply believed that was true. It was the night of Watanagashi, the biggest festival of the year. The villagers forgot their worries and enjoyed themselves. The club members were doing great as usual. Oh god, Aries. Big dance party! Oh yeah! It's not a German party. Oh, even Chia was with. They were doing so great that they were all taken to the main tent and yelled at by the mayor. That was a normal Watanagashi night for villagers. There was one thing that was very different. The girls fought for unimaginably long time in many different worlds for the sake of this night. However, nobody would ever know that.
Only the girls, not Keiichi.
Oh, there was another big change too.
Has anyone died this chapter? Nope.
Our collective patience. Potentially your faith in Takano to be redeemable in this chapter. Rika Furuta said that she wants to go to a pool in the summer. It's unusual for her to say that she wants to do something. She wants to see the stars. She wants to go on a camping trip. She wants to look at the sunflowers. She wants to make the school into a haunted house. And so on. There are so many things she wants to do over the summer break. Right. Rika Furuta, for the first time, is making plans for after June 1983. Because this is the first summer break she's going to experience after 100 years of repeating the same life. She will now experience an all-new summer vacation. Who would stop her from getting excited about that? Rika Furuta is looking forward to waking up before Satoko to rip a page off her calendar at the end of June. Rika Furuta's infinite future has just begun. There are infinite possibilities, yet she can only make one choice. And that's why it's a great world. Let's talk for a moment about the people who fought with Rika Furuta. Mion Sonozaki has vowed to... You should do the Mion voice.
Mion Sonozaki has vowed to study hard so she can continue her education after the summer break. According to Keiichi, even that may not be enough time for her.
Rude.
However, how can a legendary club leader, Mion Sonozaki, fail an entrance exam? She will more likely find a way to get into the school she wants to go to. Yeah, she's rich.
Yeah,
There's plenty of ways.
She can just Yakuza her way in.
Hopefully it isn't an illegal one.
There we go.
It's not illegal if you donate for a new school building.
Yeah. I mean, it still is, but nobody finds out.
Anyhow, she's looking forward to enjoying her final summer break, so she has tons of plans. The club members can't get away from Mion even during the summer. Once you're involved with her, she'll always find a way to get at you. No matter how much you want to be alone, you'll never go back to spending a boring summer by yourself.
Mion is the herpes of the group. Keiichi Maebara has been asked by Mion and Chia-sensei to be the next class president. He was also asked to be the next club leader too, but he declined immediately. Keiichi likes the club because Mion runs it. He continued saying that it's Mion's club until she got mad. Keiichi can't understand why she's so angry. Well, Keiichi wouldn't be Keiichi if he wasn't dense. So things are rather lively around him again today. His good name continues to spread, even in Okinomiya.
I like the music.
Yeah.
Reina Ryugu is growing more energetic every day too.
Aww.
Satoko, Rika and Hanyu spend every day in fear of being abducted by her.
Fun! Kidnapping!
Still, she's been acting more mature lately. She takes care of her younger classmates, and she's almost like a mother figure to the class. She's like a mother to all of the club members too.
Reminds me of Undertale music. Little bit.
Tiny bit, yeah.
I dig it.
After hearing that, Keiichi said that he'd be a father for the class.
Oh?
As usual, Reina thought about that too much and blushed. Satoko Hojo is as lively as ever. She used up most of her traps on the mountain during the battle with the mountain dogs, so she's setting up new ones for the next event. Rumor has it that some members of the Bloodhounds were so impressed with her trap techniques that they asked her for some lessons.
You what, mate?
There is supposed to be a training area near Mount Fuji, and they asked her to set up her traps there. That's not a very good idea. The sea of trees really will become a forest of no return. Either way, Satoko keeps saying how she wants to fight against the Bloodhounds next. She's invincible! I mean, that could be a fun training exercise, like a survival...
I guess, yeah.
Also, she's become a great cook. That's because Hanyu has been teaching her. According to Hanyu, Satoko is a quick learner as compared to Rika. Satoko's dream is to master fried chicken, which is her brother's favorite, and welcome him home with it.
Aww.
I'm the only one who knows this. Oh, it's Rika doing all of them.
Oh, too late.
But her dream may come true very soon. As for her brother... Oh wait.
Rika.
As for her brother, Satoshi Hojo has yet to return home. His condition is unchanged.
But...
If there's been any change, it's in Shion Sonosaki. She goes to the clinic on her days off. Nobody knows why she goes there, but she seems to be very happy, so nobody pays attention to it. That's even more reason to pay attention to it. I'm gonna visit Irie.
I love sick people! Fun!
Mion has teased Shion by saying that maybe she's planning on getting implants, but Shion just smiles. Also, for whatever reason, she's been visiting her relative's clothes shop and buying up all kinds of men's clothing. Lately, she's even started buying more than just men's clothing, but why is she so excited when she visits the clinic with a maid outfit that's not in her size? I was joking when I said she's visiting Irie. The truth is shrouded in mystery. Wait, is she dressing up...
It's not in her size.
Yeah, is she dressing up Satoshi in maid outfits?
Or she's making Irie dress up.
The biggest change is probably that she on baby Satoko nowadays. She tries to make Satoko call her Nini.
No.
Or Nene. She tries to make Satoko call her Nene, which only annoys Satoko.
But she did call her that during one of the scenes early in chapter 8.
Kyosuke Irie has two jobs now. On one hand, he's a respected doctor, and on the other hand, he's an evangelist for maids. The Irie clinic was supposed to be closed. Now watch me whoop, whoop.
Watch me, Nene.
But the villagers pleaded with the authorities not to shut it down. While Irie isn't originally from the village, he and everyone else feel that he's one of the villagers now. He's an indispensable part of village life. The conservative attitude towards Hinamizawa syndrome is gone, and is now being researched very proactively. The syndrome is being researched so passionately that hopefully in the near future all of the victims of the disease will be freed for good. Also, later on, Irie will publish an advanced article about the influence of the brain on human behavior, which will surprise people in the medical world. I won't go into the details here, but I'll talk about how one should hate... Huh?
It will talk.
Oh, I won't go into the details here, but it will talk about how one should hate the sins instead of the sinner. The deceased Hifumi Takano and Mio Takano's names will be mentioned in that article.
I get it, but again, it's hard to not find fault with a person committing the crime.
Jiro Tomitake still visits Hinamizawa every season. He is still known as the fighting, traveling photographer, and he continues to walk around the village looking for good picture spots. Can you take over? My mouth roof starting to hurt.
No. Hate the sins, not the Skinner. Instructions unclear, hating both now. However, he isn't seen in the village as much as before. His bicycle is always parked around the back of the clinic, so maybe he spends a lot of time there. Some villagers say maybe he's sick and being treated, but his bright smile proves they are wrong. Mio Takano hasn't been seen since that day. Nobody knows where she has gone, but obviously Tomitake isn't worried, so she must be doing fine. She'll probably show up one day out of nowhere and start telling ghost stories to scare some kids. And then she shoots him in the face. As for Mamoru Akasaka, what happened to him was pretty funny. His wife and daughter followed him in secret. They pretended to run into him at the festival. What? Rika called him?
Papa.
So things grew complicated all of a sudden, especially in that outfit. Akasaka's wife smiled, but she choked his neck with her braided hair. Her arms were folded, but her braid moved like a tail. Squeeze! She tortured a man who destroyed a special forces unit without even using a weapon. Rika continued to tease him, making the situation even worse. However, Akasaka's family liked Hinamizawa and they said they wanted to come back. Akasaka's daughter and Rika grew so close that they seemed like sisters. Ooishi has gotten back into playing mahjong.
Did he ever stop?
Yeah. For whatever reason, Akane Sonozaki has joined his table too, and there's rumors a riot squad almost got dispatched to the mahjong parlor one time.
Can imagine that gets heated.
His colleague Seiyoishi has calmed down quite a bit. It's probably because he has reached closure within himself, but his colleagues know nothing about that. He's planning to move to Hokkaido when he retires, but he wants to come back every summer. His bright second life is waiting for him.
We had Hokkaido pumpkin today.
That is true. Tifa spent 3 hours in the kitchen and made a tomato, spinach, pumpkin lasagna. And we have enough for 3 days. And I get to look forward to it every day now for 2 more days.
It was very tasty.
Yes, it is. Is that phony Stark? Yes. Tony Stank. Tony Stank. So I had to go for that. I told her I would have been just as happy if we made a much easier version, which would have taken like half an hour, but...
Wait, you don't like pumpkin? Pumpkin is so nice.
Cooking for 3 hours straight, never let her go, Jack. Do I need to remind you that Tifa complains about how clingy I am? Don't worry, Psycho. Got you covered. I like pumpkin pie. I offered to make pumpkin pie, she refused.
I really was looking forward to pumpkin lasagna.
Okay. And we have another pumpkin, we can still make the pie.
That is true, we bought an extra one because it was super cheap. Don't know what to do with that yet. We could do pumpkin pie.
And then eat it in front of Benjima.
If you have a recipe you recommend, send it to me.
Meanwhile, welcome in Mame, by the way.
Hi, Mame.
Immediately went into the answer, didn't even say hi. Sorry, rude. Tatsuyoshi Kasai hasn't changed much compared to the others. To some people, this was a life-changing event, but for Kasai it was just another episode added to his tale of heroics. According to Kasai, this incident was just a little bigger than usual. If this was just a little unusual, then what in the world would be needed to impress him? Shion insists that he will tell her, but Kasai only tells her that that's a secret. Also, he regretted exposing that part of his past. Shion keeps begging him to tell her all about it, but he simply ignores her.
Let me talk about myself too. It was Hanyu. Hanyu and doing great in my new life as Hanyu Furude. I'm finally getting better at playing games. And now I'm taking the role of the club star. Okay, I can't do the high voice.
This
I'm
was
gonna do
just
the normal
another
one.
Tuesday trap, basically. Someone brought over 30 pumpkins today at work, and when asked me, have you got a pumpkin yet? I replied, no, and it doesn't look like I'll get one now. Felt like a big shot for the rest of the shift.
30 pumpkins.
Damn. Damn, 30 pumpkins. That's a heck of a lot of pumpkin. I guess they'll either make a shit ton of food for a lot of people, or they give them away because...
Why not? That's a lot. I'm not even sure what you do with that.
You become the club's dark horse. Skinner... Why?
They have a pub and doing some pumpkin carving thing. Oh, okay, it's the big carving pumpkins. Okay, fair.
Skinner, why?
I thought it was the edible...
Please take a cold shower, my man. How horny do you have to be to hear somebody buys 30 pumpkins and your brain goes, I'm a fucking...
Oh, you should watch
somebody.
Hentai Kamen. That was such a good movie. We watched it this morning. It was great.
There were no pumpkins in that one.
No, but still.
Hentai Kamen translates to pervert mask. And I mean, I wouldn't watch it with my kids, but... it's not porn, technically.
I thought it was a really good movie.
Yeah. Actually, I would say that it was not porn. It was...
Pervy.
a thing, though. Classes may have ended on Friday for the break, but now I can... But only now it can... What?
But only now can it really start. Why only now?
What starts now?
The break.
Because it's Sunday.
Oh wait, no. Monday is when the actual vacation feeling starts, no?
Oh,
Like
okay.
the weekend you usually don't count.
And had a very busy weekend. Okay, fair enough. Now I get it. It's time for a break. No, we're getting through this first.
We're
This scene
finishing
does
this
not
first.
lend to breaks, Benjima. Hold it in.
I'm finally getting better at playing games. And now I'm taking the role of the club's dark horse, a position formerly reserved for Keiichi Maebara. I have a bad habit of believing everything I hear, so Mion and the others always tell me some strange things. Thanks to that, I'm getting tougher, to put it in a good way. Shrewd, to put it in a bad one. But then, I need to, otherwise I wouldn't survive in this club. I'm going to continue to learn a lot of stuff through these club activities, so I can live in this human world. Abrupt.
Sunday, June 19th, 1983. Nightfall.
Night falls on my longest day of the past 1000 years. The club members are having a blast. A lot of people are here. The stall vendors are still doing business. The speakers are blaring rough yet exciting festival music. I've known all of these, but how wonderful it is to actually feel and hear them in person. I thought I knew. I thought I knew because I've been following and watching them. But that was completely different. I knew of it, but this is the first time I've actually experienced it. We had a takoyaki eating contest. There was no octopus in it, but it was still very tasty. That's exactly the takoyaki that I want. We had a shaved ice eating contest. I would have enjoyed the shaved ice if I had eaten it more slowly. I bought a candied apple for the first time. Everyone took a bite from it. It was tasty. And it was fun. Candied apple, if you now see them at the
stalls.
At the Christmas stalls, it's like $6 for a candied apple.
Which is disgusting. It's sugar, coloring, and an apple. Like, come on.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's not even anything special.
Wait, 83? I thought this was set during the same time as Silent Hill F and Metal Gear Solid 3. It's
Was
all
that
the same.
also 83?
It's all the same. It's all the same. Just focus really hard.
We played a shooting game. I didn't know how difficult it would be to shoot at a target, but it was fun too.
Should have asked Takano for help.
Also, we played a shady lottery game. It was one of those things where you pulled a string and got a prize. Nobody got a good prize. We all complained about it to the vendor. That too was just so much fun. Then it was time for the dedication dance. I prefer the duck fishing.
That's cute.
Of course we go there early. So we commandeered the best seats. I snuck out and stood where I was told to. I could see better than the other club members. This was the spot where the object of worship sat. This was where I was supposed to be during the ritual dance. No, this is where I thought I had to be. But seeing the dance from that spot wasn't fun. Therefore, I returned to where I was, and sat with everyone else. Yay, complaining! Such fun! It actually can be.
She's German secretly.
Dutch.
Or Dutch.
Not secretly, but yeah. They saved me a spot. Everyone rubbed my head while asking me where I went. I apologized by saying, That made me very happy. I watched the performance in the crowd of people. It was the best dance I've witnessed in the past 1,000 years. I couldn't keep either my happiness or my tears from flowing out.
Knowing your friend doesn't die at the end of it probably helped.
To be fair, I wouldn't even celebrate until after the 22nd. That's the last day, or the furthest she has been able to make it. After the dance was over, a handful of cotton was passed around to all the villagers. We let the cotton absorb all the filth and sins of the past year and washed it down the stream. See, you don't even need to kill yourself. I knew there's a better solution.
Nobody needs to die, just buy cotton and just throw it in the stream.
I feel like you first gotta roll around in it to rub off your sin on it.
Like a dog on grass.
Yeah. Cotton is cotton. Obviously, it's not human. We use it instead of a human, so that nobody is sad. In other words, this is the way to purify sins without making anyone suffer. Here you are. This is for you, Hanju-chan. Do you know how to do it? Yes, I do. I go like this and drift it down the stream, right? The girl who gave me the cotton took the letter I from her name during last year's Watanagashi and washed it down the stream. By doing so, she was freed from her suffering and began a new life.
It's not human. Clearly we've never heard of Cotton Eye Joe.
But where did he go?
Where did he come from?
We drifted our sins down the stream. It's not the same as
Easy. Just breathe. It's
getting hard to talk. It's not the same as pushing our sins onto the cotton. Instead, we wash away our own sins and forgive ourselves. We forgive each other. We help each other. And that's how we create our own story. I put my cotton in the stream gently.
Oh! Camera movement. Upgraded with tech again.
This looks like a shot from the anime.
I wouldn't mind. Looks nice.
The cotton went down the stream, into the world, where sins are cleansed. I let my bare feet soak in the clear stream, as I watched a long, long line of cotton flowing downstream in the dark, surrounded by people sending their cotton flowing down the wondrous stream.
This is like the 5th fake-out ending. Can we get the credits now?
Also, the one thing here I don't like is that we still have the Watanagashi festival, which was an hour after everything that ended on the mountain.
2 hours.
But before that, we had the talk of what happened later to everyone.
Yeah.
And then we go back to the in the moment at the Watanagashi festival.
Because ending it with Hanyu's very first Watanagashi is cute.
I feel like that shouldn't that have been swapped around?
Stop being a hater. This is a complete world where all the fragments were put together. This is an ideal world. What else is there? What else do you need? Hanyu Furude still wants more. Because we can be even happier than this. We can be happier if we wish to be. Not a long time from now, but in the near future. And when is it? I told you it's in the near future. We will be happy then too. See? She wants to be even happier in the near future?
Well, of course. Now she can aim for that happiness, I guess.
Yeah, but that seems super meta as a statement. Everyone is entitled to happiness. The difficult part is accepting that. Everyone is entitled to happiness. The difficult part is fulfilling that. I too am entitled to happiness. The difficult part is working out a compromise. Because from now on I'm going to live a much happier life. I'm not going to compromise with just this. I'll retrieve all the happiness that we missed.
100 years' word for me, 1,000 years' word for me.
Word for you.
I think it's at me. Oh.
Oh snap, outro music? With nothing but a black screen.
No credits?
I think we can hear the credits. Is that it?
There we go.
A report on the coup d'etat of the Erie Institute. Proposal regarding the coup d'etat of the Erie Institute.
Gotta talk fast.
One of the responsibilities of the Erie Institute, hereafter the Institute, was the administration of Emergency Manual 34. Certain personnel, however, conspired to execute the manual under false circumstances, accepted bribes to do so. These individuals include the Institute's sub-director Mio Takano and First Lieutenant Okanogi. I cannot read that fast, and can I pause this? I cannot pause this. Why would she do this?
Okay, so basically we confirmed that Irie had nothing to do with this. He is settled out, or he's been freed. Takano will be handed over to the disciplinary committee.
After she is healed.
Okanogi has been freely willing to hand over information and has contributed greatly to the investigation, so he will probably get a lesser sentence.
And they're exterminating the Hinamizawa syndrome fully.
Oh, it's the reports from Nomura.
That's the draft, yeah. This was really cool. Why do you make it auto-scrolling with so much text so fast? Now I'll need to check my own VOD after the stream is over to read all of the text.
Oh, you already got the gist of it, that's fine.
I used the Infinity Stones. Skinner, you didn't use the egg command. We can see you're lying. Like...
I feel like it worked.
Colonel Mustard with a candlestick in the kitchen. Okay, so Irie is healing everybody. Takano is also believed to be affected by it. And everybody gave up and works towards the betterment of humanity.
They indeed lived happily ever after. So how do these games link? Every chapter is basically one life where she tried to win life.
For some reason, Rika Furude keeps being killed, and because of her magic friend Hanyu, she gets to go back in time for some amount of time because magic, and tries to not die. And it took 8 chapters to get to a point where she didn't die and nobody else died either. From the people that matter to her. So who is Higurashi? Higurashi is a type of Japanese cicada. That's the cicada you've been hearing in the background for most of the game.
The one that's been crying along with you and Benjima while we played this game.
Yes.
Aren't we all trying to win life? I'm just trying to get through it, man.
All that matters is it's over. I don't think so, Benjima. I don't think it's over yet. Because we... In the same vein as the previous chapters, we still have to have some after credits thing. Just saying. Aren't we all trying to win life? Yes. Yes, we are. Higurashi when they cry? How? I know it's a bug, but didn't they really not name a character that? Or at least say it? No.
Well, the Higurashi cry. It's the cicadas.
Wait a minute, you lied when you said you'll be doing Higurashi in February 2026. Thankfully I did. I'm happy I did.
Now let's see if there's an after credit scene.
Music stopped.
I think you paused it.
No, Oh. There we go! The scenario jump mode has been unlocked. This game features a scenario jump mode. You may replay any scenario you've completed before from the start menu on the main title screen.
That's been there after the end of every chapter.
The tips reading room has been unlocked. Fine. There's never been any in there. There has to be now. You can now read the tips you've obtained so far. To view them, select extra in the title menu, then pick the read all tips option.
Just read the top thing. The staff room has been unlocked.
This is a thank you message for purchasing the game. To go there, select extra in the title menu, then pick the staff room option. I did it 7 times. I'm doing it an 8th time. You have received a new tip. The forbidden treasure, Onigari no Ryoru.
There's another fragment, but it's very annoying to find. Oh, great.
Okay, in that case, let's take a short break because I have to really pee. And then we do the post-credit stuff.
Yeah, sounds good.
I think that's a good idea. Everybody, BRB for the actual ending of Higurashi.
We are back.
We are back, and I have to admit something. So thank you, Dark Lord, for pointing out that there's another fragment. I looked at Steam and I found out that yeah, there is more stuff. And when I looked at my handy dandy spoiler-free guide, and it confirms that. Do you remember a little while ago? I think it was Lambda Delto. Yeah, that's his name. Telling us that he wrote a guide on how to see the fragments in the right order. Mm-hmm. And I didn't care for that because we were already knee deep in them. And if you tell them out of order to me, then it's all the same to me. So after you finished the game once, you have to get back to the fragment part. And then go through every single fragment in the intended order. That's why people made the guides. And if you've done that, you get
an extra fragment.
Fragment number 52. So I was right with a 52 earlier. You know, a set of cards and fragments.
That's because you knew the spoiler.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, the spoiler that there is more.
If only from the Steam achievements. But no, that was just an educated guess. Now, I don't want to sit here and mash through the entire game or jump to the fragment part and watch with you all as we skip through the text of 51 fragments. So I looked something else up during the break. I hacked the game. I moved the fragment we have to unlock into a different part of the game that is much easier to access. So here's the plan. Let's do this in the order that's intended. We have a tip. We have the extra staff room thing. And then I will break the game and get us to that hidden fragment that otherwise will probably take me 45 minutes of just mashing through text. But ain't nobody got time for that. Cool?
Well, sounds good. Let's get into it. Ruben, how are you doing? How did you like the ending?
I can tell you after we've seen the ending, because now I know there's more.
Let's first do the other fragments and then go into that.
Tips first?
Yeah, might as well.
Cheater! Yes, and proud of it. Me, all of us, sitting here while I mash through text for 30 minutes? The forbidden treasure. Onigari no Ryo. The forbidden treasure. Onigari no Ryo. It's the most valuable asset of a fruit shrine that's kept in the ritual storehouse. In ancient times, when this place was a chaotic world of both humans and demons, this precious salt defeated the demon god. However, nobody has seen it for 1,000 years. According to the legend, it is sealed in the statue dedicated to Oyashiro-sama in the ritual storehouse. Because of its structure, as long as the belief in Oyashiro-sama continues, it will remain a forbidden tool forever sealed away. Also, it is only mentioned in the forbidden scrolls of a Furude shrine. Therefore, only a handful of Furude family heads have ever known about its existence. According to several of those forbidden scrolls, the sword is shaped like a willow branch. The fuck is a willow branch?
A tree.
Yeah, but what's special about a willow branch?
It looks like a willow branch. You know what a willow looks like and the hanging branches?
So it's a piece of... Okay, it's a branch.
You're overthinking it. It's a branch of a willow tree.
Because why would you specifically point out that it's willow? Ryo would mean the Dragon King. Okay, I guess that's the weapon they used to disembowel Oyashiro-sama to Duver. Skinner, chill. I'm gonna mute you. There are some ink paintings of a sort made by a few Furude heads, but none of them match that description. It means they drew those pictures from their imagination. The legend says that there was a girl named Ouka who received a divine message that commanded her to defeat the demon god. However, neither the swords of humans or demons could conquer the demon god. It would require a blade that was neither a human sword nor a demon sword. Only a sword that mixes human and demon qualities could defeat the demon god. It has been said repeatedly that the ancestors of Hinamizawa are half demon and half human. Ouka Furude, dates unknown, is said to be the first person whose blood was mixed in that way. This description is what conveys that.
No, it's his name.
Heaven gave Ouka a precious sword. The precious sword was shaped like a willow branch.
I'll take it.
Also, that's its name? I'm gonna give you the benefit of a doubt and Google that in incognito mode.
It is.
Skinner, I take it back.
Wow. So you don't doubt Skinner when it comes to Higurashi answers, but you doubt him for anything else. Wow.
Yes.
See the logic here?
Yes. Because that was... This is the same guy that earlier talked about fornicating with pumpkins. I don't blame you for doubting. Thank you, Skinner. Plus, Skinner has already shown me today that I shouldn't believe him. Pussy willow is a name given to many of the smaller species of the genus Salix.
Willows and sallows for normal people.
Yes. It's with a really soft little cotton-ish butts that grow up.
We call them cats.
Why is it in Flanders fields the poppies grow and not in Flanders fields the fuck-ass flowers grow? It's poetic freedom, Jack. I don't care. I don't care. To be fair, I implied the dude buying 30 pumpkins was gonna do that, American. That's not better. Now, where were we? The precious sword was shaped like a willow branch. Its tip split three ways, which symbolized heaven, earth, and people in unity. It also symbolizes the harmony between heaven, demons, and humans. Skinner, no, we don't need to know what else splits in three at the top. Could feel you type.
Jack didn't learn the lesson of Higurashi and doubted his friend. If you put it that way, holy shit, you're absolutely right. We went through 600 hours of Higurashi.
Yes.
And the moment it's over, you already fall back.
What can I say? I'm a Takanoid hot. Ruka headed to the swamp where the demon god hid and defeated him with his treasured sword. Each forbidden scroll describes how she defeated the demon god differently. Some say she disciplined him, some say she disciplined him, some say he ran away, some say he surrendered. What happened to the demon god afterwards is unclear too. The oldest scroll says... Why can I not read this? The oldest scrolls say that the precious sword destroyed the demon god's horn, but other books don't mention that. The precious sword that defeated the demon god was then enshrined and was named Onigaru no Ryo. Ruka sealed this precious sword in the deepest place of a shrine to hide its existence forever. Even if it was created to slay the demon god, the sword didn't belong in this world anymore and shouldn't exist on the face of the earth. Some said that was why it was removed from the human world. It's literally in a shrine. How is it removed? I know, it's poetry. It's not accessible, therefore it's removed. But some said Ruka was the daughter of a demon god and that she wanted to banish the sword that killed her mother. The ancient cult of Oyashiro-sama suggested Oyashiro-sama was this demon god. The source of chaos, the source of all that was evil, and the source of all friction. To prevent the demon god from returning to the human world through worship and comfort is the root of that ancient cult. This may be a type of cult devoted to an evil god. This idea that it's not worship for protection but to stave off a curse links slightly to the modern worship of Oyashiro-sama, but seems slightly distant from the modern worship that asks for Oyashiro-sama's blessings and sees him as a god of marriage and good relationships. It fosters the argument that humans are good by nature, saying that all discord is the work of Oyashiro-sama, and there are no demons in the world of men. After that, the legend continues on to what we know today, the harmony of humans and demons. But in this era, all the scrolls on the origin and the belief of Oyashiro-sama and the scrolls of a matriarch of a Furude family have been sealed due to being forbidden. It happened probably because the new image of Oyashiro-sama, that of a loving and affectionate god, and the ancient image of Oyashiro-sama, the source of all evil, didn't match. It became too difficult to explain the faith's doctrine. Also, if one believes the Forbidden Scrolls, the Furude family was descended from one who killed her own mother. That would mean their blood was cursed. If all of that is true, then today's faith is very different from the one that was started by the matriarch. One of the leaders of a Furude family from hundreds of years ago wrote this: "The Onigari no Ryo, the legendary precious sword, is the symbol of both the Furude family and the sins of the human world. It was an era where people pushed the source of the evil onto others and could only purify their sins by killing one another. The matriarch, number one, took in the root of all evil herself and let her child murder her. That was how this place was freed from the chaos." 1. The matriarch usually means Oka Furude, but sometimes it means her mother. The notion that the matriarch was the demon god was a taboo among the Furude family. However, obviously some leaders interpreted it that way. When the Furude family, or when the world of man commits the foolish act of seeking to blame others and tries to return to the world of demons, that is when faith will disappear and the statue's head will shatter. That's when the Onigari no Ryo will appear to us.
This entire tip so far went in and out.
I think so far what it says is Hanyu is the daughter of Oyashiro-sama.
Makes sense, I guess.
At least that's my takeaway so far. Hence the welcome home mother.
But why do we keep
Rika
talking about her being God and Oyashiro-sama then, if she isn't?
This second coming will once again revive a memory of a Furude family's forgotten sins. Is the demon god a fictional legend? Or someone who actually existed? In some rare cases, babies were born with horns and they were called children of a demon god. Descendants of a Furude family who will read this? The myths passed down by our Forbidden Scrolls are numerous and their content vastly differs. But don't get caught up in the smoke. No matter how different all of these scrolls are, there's one thing they all want to convey. Search the heart of Oka Furude, the one who sealed the Onigari no Ryo forever. That is the fate that all the Furude family leaders must understand. So I guess Oka is Hanyu's original name. And somehow in all of this, she became a yokai.
I guess that happened after the sacrifice.
That would also explain why she was so mad every time somebody called Oyashiro-sama an evil god, because you're insulting her mother.
I guess, yes.
I would have loved it if we got answers to these things. But
Why to this? I don't feel like it really needs an answer. Or it's there and we
all
just
the
didn't
other stuff
understand
got
her.
answers.
Oka killed her mother, Hanyu, who's also Oyashiro-sama. Okay, so it's the other way around. She's not the daughter, she had the daughter. So it is as we first understood it in one of the explanations.
But then, to me, the welcome home mother doesn't make sense when Rika became, or fully realized her incarnation of Oyashiro-sama powers.
I think that was a shot they could have skipped completely.
A whole visual novel exists for that backstory. I'm good.
Think I might skip that too.
There's 8 tons of side stories.
I am not surprised.
I'm good. I think I'm good. Hello, this is Ryukishi07.
I don't know why I expected a one last, like in the beginning, where they wrap it up. The after party.
No, this is the staff room. This is not the after party. Now, hello, this is Ryukishi07. Thank you for playing Matsuribayashi. No, thank you very much for playing Higurashi When They Cry until the end.
Joke's on you, I only played chapter 8.
Higurashi When They Cry until the end. That's the sequel. Matsuribayashi is, in a way, the solution episode for the situation with Takano and the kids starting from halfway through Minagoroshi. How can they defeat Takano's conspiracy? How can they reach their ideal ending? I wrote this episode as a duel between you, the reader, and me, the writer. So if you think you created a better resolution world than my Matsuribayashi, it means you've defeated Ryokishiro-7 in this duel. I, Ryokishiro-7, have provided 2 resolutions. One is how to fight against Takano. First, here's a hint from the Minagoroshi chapter. You find out about Takano's conspiracy, which relies on Emergency Manual 34. Next, here are hints from Watanagashi and Meakashi chapters. It has been 48 hours after Rika's death, yet the village is peaceful. If you put those 2 things together, obviously the basis of the Emergency Manual, which Hifumi Takano wrote, but everyone will develop terminal symptoms within 48 hours, isn't true. When you put these 2 together, you can realize that if Rika's body was discovered 48 hours after her death, then it's possible to prevent the final operation. In the Matsuribayashi chapter, I wrote about an attacking side and a defending side like a novel. If I were to simply write about the resolution, all I had to write was for Ishii to announce that Rika died at least 48 hours ago, and Takano's conspiracy would fall apart once the news reached Tokyo.
Wait, Oishi didn't get an end.
Yes, he did.
Was he in the...
He was playing Mahjong, Akane Sonozaki joined
true.
him, and he looks forward to his pension.
Yeah, true, I forgot.
This was a rather easy solution, like a puzzle, so I'm sure many of you got this right. The other resolution was the ideal ending for this world. To answer this, I have to explain the worldview of this story first. There are hints all over, but the crucial ones are in the Tatarigoroshi and Minagoroshi chapters. Satoko's uncle comes home and Satoko's life becomes miserable. Satoko's uncle comes home and Satoko's life becomes miserable. How can she be rescued from that situation? If this story was an exercise in murder, then the Tatarigoroshi chapter is the correct answer. Keiichi kills Teppei and hides his body well. There's a happy ending. But I didn't end the episode that way. Instead, I denied it with a bad ending. The resolution, the worldview of Higurashi, when they cry advocates, is a non-violent one, with everyone united together. That is established in question chapters, such as Onikakushi, Watanagashi, and Tatarigoroshi. In those worlds, when someone becomes suspicious about everything and worries about it alone, things get worse, and that leads to tragedy. The Meakashi chapter is the sublimation of that situation. On the other hand, when one talks to their friends, it's revealed that the causes of the tragedies are quite silly. That is indicated in the Tsumihoroboshi and Minagoroshi episodes. In other words, can you see that in the worlds of Higurashi, anything can be overcome when people talk to each other and help one another? Unfortunately, that doesn't happen in reality. Helping each other creates friction, and oftentimes working alone is a lot simpler. However, we always hope that we can connect with other people and understand each other, so that we can face any difficulty. In that sense, this world is a fantasy. That's right. In the worlds of Higurashi, there is one magical rule. That is to talk to others and accept help from them. Then you can defeat anything. With that, it is possible to make a miracle happen. If that could be cast into an absolute rule, it would be a sort of magical, systematic miracle. Just like what Hanyu and her friends said in the story. That is the worldview of Higurashi when they cry. If you follow that rule and think about an ideal ending, I bet the first thing you'll think about is an ending where all the club members unite and defeat Takano. Actually, there are scenes in the Matsuribayashi chapter that affirm that sort of ending. However, at the same time, Takano is described as a very lonely person. By doing so, I raise a question about the resolution. Everyone else unites, defeats Takano, and makes her into a sacrifice. This is a happy ending. For everyone except Takano. It is a very popular style of story for the protagonists to unite together and sacrifice the antagonist. Aliens come to the Earth to invade us, so the world unites and defeats the aliens. Hooray for humans, and we must all get along. This is a very popular storyline all over the world.
So is time travel.
It's true, so are multiple worlds. There are plenty of stories that use aliens, devils, or monsters as clear bad guys and make them into sacrifices. Two parties fighting with each other become allies once the third party shows up. Storylines like these are indeed exciting. By adding a sacrifice, differing parties unite and become allies. To create the situation, there has to always be the third party, the sacrifice, as well. I'm sure many of those who created such stories must have already noticed that. We always add a third enemy that can't possibly unite with us. To make up with each other, we try to find a common enemy. Am I the only one who feels that describes our world today?
Did anyone cry this chapter?
Me. Yeah.
I did. I think
Plenty.
last stream specifically.
Yeah. In reality, this world belongs only to humans. There are no aliens or devils or monsters. Have you met Tifa? So, for us to find an enemy, we'll have to fight each other forever. To make up with each other, we need a new enemy, so we just end up fighting someone else. In this chapter of Higurashi, I declared that to be the demon of the world of men. With these explanations of a worldview here in mind, do you wonder if the resolution of defeating Takano is in fact an ideal resolution of a Matsuribayashi chapter? That's right. It's basically the same foolishness found in Tatarigoroshi. According to that logic, the Minagoroshi chapter isn't the best resolution for the problems that surrounded Satoko either. Do you understand that? How can they make up with Takano? You wouldn't suggest to make Tokyo into a new enemy and let the club members join with Takano, would you? If I continue to talk about this issue, I will probably end up mentioning something religious, so let me stop there. You mean the entire Jesus allegories? We've seen them. What kind of ending would be the best outcome following the worldview of Higurashi when they cry? Perhaps it's something better than the Matsuribayashi chapter. You can consider this a graduating question for Higurashi when they cry. Maybe I will leave it as a final gift. Maybe I will leave it as my final gift to those who enjoyed this tale for 4.5 years.
It did feel like 4.5 years.
We speedran Higurashi! We only took 1.5!
It's about the feeling.
Thank you for reading this extremely complicated story. In the end, what was this all for? If I were to put an answer to that question in one word, it would be entertainment. It's not important if you were able to answer the riddles. After all, if you enjoyed yourself, you won. Ryokishio-7 will continue to challenge you. Higurashi When They Cry ends here, but I hope I get to see you again in a different world. What kind of work do I want to create next? Maybe it's fitting to choose my next work from an infinite number of possibilities while listening to the chorus of the Higurashi. I want to express my gratitude to all the people who have supported me until today. Thank you very much. Look forward to seeing you all again soon. Ryokishio-7. Okay, I think we were able to figure that out along the way. Talk to each other, be honest with each other, work together. That's good. Now, I need to hack the game. Doop, 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 doop. Can you make hacking noises? Here we go. This is the hidden final fragment.
So it's over.
Nope.
Almost, Benjima. Almost.
You had one post-credit scene. You had the second post-credit scene. It's time for the third and final post-credit scene, Benjima. One more time.
One more time, we're gonna play the fragment.
Given that in the ending they talked about how Takano deserves a good ending and how now Ryokishi in his own words was like, don't you think there's something better in store? I believe this is Miyoko.
I'm going to play outside.
A girl's cheerful voice echoed in the house. It was a tenement house, so the walls were thin. So of course her yells carried through to the neighbors, but since it was a child's voice, nobody complained. Miyoko, we're thinking about going to the mall.
Oh, it's the alternative where her parents never died.
Her father's voice didn't reach the girl because all she was thinking about was making a new secret base with her friends in the field. Her father knew the girl had been looking forward to going to the mall and that if they went without her, she would be upset. He also knew that the girl liked collecting flags from the kids' meals at the restaurant there, and one more would bring her collection to 20 flags. The girl was making a wish on those flags. She believed if she collected 20 of them, she could become happy. Oh well, he supposed he'd bring a flag home as a souvenir. It wouldn't be a big deal. If he asked the waitress, she'd bring one for him.
Well, but that doesn't count.
On that day, due to an accident, the trains were running behind schedule. To make up the time lost, drivers were braking a little too late and accelerating a bit too soon. It was rather unsafe. The Tanashi family didn't own a car. They always used the train to go to the mall. As the girl skipped her way to her friend's house, an unfamiliar woman stopped her.
There we go.
Obviously, she wasn't from around there. The ties between the neighbors were very tight around here. The girl knew everyone's face. So if there was a stranger, it was either a new mailman or someone who's lost. The woman said to the girl,
Do you want to live? Or do you want to die? Weirdo alert!
That's a weird frickin' question to ask a little girl. Any person would think the woman was crazy asking something like that. But the girl was too innocent to think that way. She answered immediately.
I want to live. Oh wait, both voices. Okay, then go. Your friend isn't home, but go on.
Adult voice Tifa. How can you tell from the back of her back? Still looks like Rika to me. Rika or Hanyu? Hanyu would make more sense, but I guess somehow it's Rika because Hanyu has a different color hair and I don't see horns.
I thought it was Hanyu.
But it's Rika's dress.
She isn't home. True.
The girl
I didn't pay
couldn't...
attention to that.
That's what you got me for. The girl couldn't figure out why this woman would know that. As the woman left, the girl stopped her. She was curious, although it was a little scary as to what response she'd get if she answered differently.
If I want to die, then what? You'll get another flag from a kid's meal. Eh? What? That's not fair! They're going without me! That's not fair!
The girl turned and tried to run back home.
Are you sure? You won't regret it?
The mysterious woman tried to confirm this.
Why would I regret it? I won't tell you. I mean... Wait, can you go back to the logs for a second?
What?
Back? Okay, basically, if you want... Do you want to die or live? If you want to die, you go back home. Then she gets another flag from a kid's meal. I'm guessing, implying that she goes with her parents to the mall to get the kids' meal, meaning she will die with her parents in the accident.
Oh.
So now by telling her that they're going to the mall, because her choice is to die, she goes back?
Let's continue on. I'm so confused about what. The girl thought this was some kind of a riddle, so she pondered it for a while, but she couldn't figure it out. Like me. And she clapped her hands as if she came to a conclusion.
That's okay then. Why is it okay? Because my parents will be with me. So the choice she's now making is death.
The woman stepped aside. The girl bowed to her and ran home. Is time, space, causality, traveling, Rika making a little girl die in a train accident with her parents?
Well, you know the outcome.
What? She saw her parents locking the door to leave. The girl jumped on them and nagged them that she wanted to go too. The girl was going to the mall with her family.
Or they now live.
The family headed to the train station, waited for a train to arrive and got on it. The driver was feeling the pressure to make up for the delay and the passengers could tell from the way he was driving.
I don't know why, but this somehow gives me bus feeling.
It does look like a bus. Considering her future, this might be the lesser evil for her and everyone in the village.
Yeah.
I get that in a fucked up way. I get that. really, I do? But at the same time, this goes against everything Ryukishi just told us.
Well, she gave the child a choice. It's like you. Do you want to buy an apartment, yes or no? And you pick no. Well, she picked death.
The girl noticed the unusual swaying of a train. She stood on her knees and looked out the window. Her mother told her to sit down because it was dangerous. The girl stuck her tongue out. Then the train reached a very big and very sharp curve. The train tilted in that direction. All the people were shoved to the side. They were all squished together and grumbled about it.
But they're gonna live, I think.
Then the train continued to... The girl and her parents came home under the sky full of stars with shopping bags in their hands. They unlocked the door, turned the lights on, and then the girl put her bags by the front door and ran into her room. She opened her desk drawer, took something out of her pocket and put it in. She closed the drawer once, but opened it again, and then spread her treasure on the tatami floor. They were the flags of many different countries that came with the kids' meals. The Japanese flag, the American flag, the English flag. Which country was this for? The one with the 3 colors.
The Netherlands.
Germany! She lined them up as she counted. She counted out loud. Then she danced around happily, for she now had 20 of them. It took her so long to collect that many. It was hard work for this girl who was so proud of herself for reaching her goal. She worked so hard that there must be something good waiting for her. She made a wish to become happy if she collected 20 of them. Therefore, something wonderful must be waiting to happen.
I hope she has a Czech flag. Czech it will be.
The girl waited excitedly, but soon realized it wasn't a magical lamp, so no genie would be jumping out. Maybe it wouldn't happen that night. Maybe it'd be tomorrow. The girl decided to wait patiently. She accomplished something as great as collecting 20 flags. Surely some wonderful happiness awaited. Surely some wonderful miracle awaited. Or perhaps it might be like a charm, keeping sad misfortunes at bay. The girl put her 20 flags back in the drawer. As she heard her mother tell her to brush her teeth and go to bed, she ran to the bathroom. This is fine, isn't it? It's okay to get a miracle in advance. What should I do next? There are plenty of fragments to play with. What? You want to try too? It's fun. It makes you feel like God. A world with Satoshi or a world where the Sonozaki sisters didn't switch? I wonder what a world with Satoko's parents and Rika's parents alive and well would be like. Oh, how about this? Akasaka gets enticed to the enemy side by Takano. That sounds interesting. Personally, I'm curious about a world where Takano is madly in love with Tomitake. It'll be fun to match Keiichi with different girls too. I love drama very, very much. Let's see, what should I do next? I have so many fragments. Hey, do you want some? What kind of world are you going to make?
I knew it.
The world of Higurashi When They Cry will move on, even without us. There are many dreams, possibilities and miracles in that world. There are innumerable fragments, all interweaved with one another. I've shown you a small number of those fragments, but it's up to you to play with the rest of them. The world of Higurashi When They Cry is now in your hands. It's a big, wide world full of fragments, and they're yours to manipulate. Your dreams, your possibilities and your miracles are yours to discover. I thank you for joining me on this 4.5-year tale about this world. I thank all of those who supported me during this 4.5-year tale about this world. I thank all the characters who brought this 4.5-year tale about this world to life. I thank my family who have given their understanding for this work, my co-workers who spared no effort for the sake of this work, and my friends who supported me during the creation of this work. And while I am the same person who created this work, I thank this work itself for the unforgettable 4.5 years it's given me. I thank the fact that I've left behind a legacy.
How about you tell me you pause it and then I can pause it for you?
And while I am the same person who created this work, I thank this work itself for the unforgettable 4.5 years it's given me. I thank the fact that I've left behind a legacy of the past 4.5 years of work. I thank all those people who sent me emails teaching me the joys of production. And if I may leave with you one more piece, I leave you the joy of making a product of your own. I have nothing to show for the 4.5 years I spent in college. I simply spent my days without achieving anything. I left no proof that I was even alive during that time. If you feel the regret for this, if you feel that the regret for this was what drove me to make this work, then I think we can meet again as friends. That is why I leave you this message. I look forward to the day we meet, my friend. Ryukishi-07.
And that, Benjima, was the official end of Higurashi. So, how did you like it? Actually, let's start with the freshest part. How did you like the end first?
Which ending?
The ending of chapter 8. The resolution we have been given.
Okay, I consider the scene we just saw to be the ending. It's hidden, you have to work for it, but I consider that the ending because that is the final state of a story you can reach.
Well, that just closes the loop, basically.
Yeah. I can't believe we're still friends. I appreciate it. Too high IQ for me sometimes. Yes, same. How do I like it?
Too big leaps for me, I think, sometimes.
I have to sit like a human teacher. I have to treat it as a whole thing. I cannot just look at the ending.
Okay. Then just how did you like?
I'm glad it's over. I think chapter 8 is a very heavy shift in tonality from the first 7. Because they are more grounded in reality, I want to say. They feel like to me. Yes, there are these fantastical moments in all of this, but at the same time, the strange, miraculous things are mostly there to break up the monotony of the impending doom, I feel like. Mm-hmm. Which isn't a bad thing. I understand why it ended this way. It does end in a way that I feel is somewhat realistic. Takano is too far gone that even when she is forgiven her sins in this great breakdown moment, she's still a piece of shit. Potentially because of Hinamizawa syndrome, potentially because she's just irredeemable at this point and that's just who she is. We don't know. We don't need to know. All the characters have their own flaws, they're realistic in that sense. The story basically ends with, well, there's always bigger fish. And they don't want you to talk about them. With the whole bloodhounds going, don't mention this.
I mean, yeah, there's so much behind all of this. It's not like they beat the entire government.
Yeah, they did not beat the deep state. The deep state still exists, and the deep state has now covered up all the deep statey shit.
If they won that, then I would have deinstalled this game.
Yeah, and then they crumbled Tokyo into dust.
And tried to time some war back to before we started.
All of it makes sense. All the characters have their flaws, their strengths. If there's one character I don't like, it's Hanyu. Because I think I understand the aspect of giving somebody tough love to make them straighten out their act. But at the same time, going to somebody and telling them, yeah, just kill yourself. If you want to be a god, just kill yourself.
Why? She's giving her a choice of what she wants.
The same way...
I thought that was alright. And besides, she's 1,000 years old. What does she care?
The same way Rika just walked up to little Miyoko and went, do you want to die? I would understand this. I do understand it, but I don't like leading with that approach.
I mean, the way she led it makes her seem like an absolute weirdo, but still.
In the writing, it makes sense. It is entirely in character. I'm saying I don't like that character. I don't like that aspect of these characters.
That is fair.
That makes sense. If you consider them to be like real human beings with their edges and their flaws and their pros and cons, then this makes sense. But there are some characters where I just go, I don't like the way you do things. This is one of them.
That is fair.
What about you, Votiva?
I am with Ruben on this one. It has its ups and downs. It's a beautiful story. All of the characters, etc., are very well written. But for me, it's too long, and a lot of the repetitive things get me out of it. There's also a lot of scenes where I think like, nah, I don't have a lot of feeling about the ending actually. The ending to me is, mwah. We do get answers.
All got very happy in.
Yeah, but I also don't see how you would end it any differently, honestly. So I'm alright with it. I'm okay with the ending. I'm okay with the answers we have gotten. There's nothing where I think like, oh, we didn't get an answer to this. That pisses me off. Would I go through it again? Probably not. Would I still recommend it to others? Yes. But I think if I went through this by myself, I stick to what I have said in chapter 1.5 years ago, I would have dropped it, I think. But I'm happy we went through it together. Does that make sense?
Yeah. I agree. I believe the manga is dramatically shorter than the text. I mean, we just talked about this the other day.
In the manga, it makes sense. When I go through, thank you, Dark Lord, by the way, for all of that.
Yes.
Like when I go through the manga, I'm like, okay, this makes sense. The flow makes sense. It works.
Yeah.
And in the visual novel, they just go on a bit too long for my sake.
I think the writing of Higurashi is kind of like me in the sense that it's very wordy.
Yeah, but unnecessarily wordy.
Yes, that's what I was implying.
I think they could have cut a quarter.
Half.
I was gonna be nice and say a quarter.
The thing is...
But I can probably agree.
The thing is, you don't want to tell the story, it's a game. Let me reset my thoughts. Like Ryukishi explains in the Staffroom thing at the end, it's like a game of you against the author. It's 8 chapters and it's made like this. It's this convoluted, this big, this complex. Because it challenges you, what do you think? What do you predict? What are your ideas? To just tell the story adequately, yeah, you could have done it in half the words easily. But that wasn't the point. This, in a sense, is playing a book.
Yeah, but you would still have gotten the point across. I don't have this issue in books.
But it's not about getting the point across. It's about making you doubt. It's about giving you all of these things that do but don't really make sense. And how do they fit together?
Based on that, I feel like you don't read enough books.
Possibly.
Because there, I can read 1200 pages and still have that feeling without being like, oh, they just said that 2 lines ago, or get annoyed at the repetition. Unlike here, where I feel like they could have achieved exactly what you're saying without that.
I think it's not that I don't read enough books, it's that I read books differently. I wouldn't have enjoyed Higurashi nearly as much if I read it for myself. Because, in my weird lizard brain, the setting of streaming this with you and all of you, making me talk the entire time about what is happening, why I think these things are happening, because if I call something and then 20 hours when I go, I thought about this, nobody believes it, so I have to come up with it. I would not have enjoyed it nearly as much if it wasn't for this setting.
Yeah, so it's a common critique that Ryukishi needed an editor. Yeah, I see the flow of thinking that it went in there, but it could have been cut a little bit more. But all in all, like I said, the characters have been written beautifully. Satoko is still my favorite character after
best
8
character.
chapters.
Best character. I allow no substitutes.
I did get more. I think my least favorite chapters are chapter 1 and chapter 8 actually. Despite really enjoying the comedic setting on the mountain. And even though I said differently while it first happened, in hindsight and with how long it took and the scenes after, it felt a little bit out of place because all of this, we had all of the seriousness, and then chapter 8, especially the ending, felt more on the unrealistic side.
Chapter 8, I think, depends entirely on your ability to believe.
Yeah, you need to believe this is all possible and how it works. And if you think of it
Yes.
that way, yes.
Chapter 8 is Peter Pan. Chapter 8 needs, for chapter 8 to not feel like a weird clash with the rest of her writing in a lot of her moments, you need to Peter Pan yourself into flying. You need to sit there and you need to believe. I want Satoko's traps to be able to do this. I want Mion to be able to do this. I want Akasaka to kick ass. I want Reina to do these things. I want Keiichi to do these things.
I
want
believe.
all of them to play to the most of their strengths, and I want them to do it together.
You're right.
And then you get rewarded. So in a way, I feel like to fully accept chapter 8 as it is, you need to do exactly as the players in the story do. Believe. And that culminates in Rika catching a bullet and making it disappear.
Yeah, you're right.
And if you don't believe, if you cannot suspend your disbelief for long enough, then all of chapter 8 crumbles apart.
The only thing I believed in was the happy end, not how they got to the happy end.
Keiichi, best male character of a series. He went through so many changes over every fragment chapter. He was the only good character. Sorry. All of them are written well, but Keiichi, I think, doesn't even have competition. Tomitake is part of Tokyo, so fuck him. Irie is part of Tokyo and has done all of his horrible shit, and he likes touching kids.
I feel like that's also kind of a no-brainer because there weren't that many main male characters to choose from.
Ooishi close second, I think, because it makes sense that he doesn't trust anybody. He's the archetype of this old, I'm too old for this shit, detective. I understand why he hates the Sonozakis, there's plenty of reason to. In the end, he kind of, if you ask me, loses his police spirit and just accepts the Yakuza as whatever they are. Because for me, that clashes with him being a member of a police force.
I really enjoyed Ooishi.
I'm happy for him. I'm happy he gets to live a happy life.
Well, yeah, but I'm happy for all of them.
I think if we need to do rankings, best male lead character, Akasaka. Hello? Akasaka goes through chapter 4, loses his wife, and in that moment where Hanyu reaches out to him, he yells a wish into the multiverse that reverberates through hundreds of Akasakas, all culminating into the one that finally gets the chance, the one shot at redemption, and he gets to channel all the Akasakas, and he becomes the action character, and he does the everything without even sweating.
I still feel like that kind of was the miracle they got. But...
That was plenty of miracles, I said that earlier. I think.
Yeah.
No, but for a character that actually has a lot of written story, because Akasaka is in it relatively short, Keiichi by far, yeah. That's the beauty of him being the main character for most of it, I want to say.
Akasaka farming aura that broke reality, yeah?
Yes.
That's kind of sums it up.
Indeed. Sonozakis didn't really do themselves any favors by making everyone believe they were bad guys.
Yeah.
The Sonozakis don't do themselves favors in my book by doing what they do. What we know for a fact that they do.
But true, that's the
because
thing, they are the bad
the
guys.
mafia. They are the Yakuza. I understand that Japan has a, I want to say, strange relationship with Yakuza, where sometimes they are more well-liked than the actual police. That's a whole thing. I don't fully grasp that because I haven't lived it. But from an outside perspective, they seem to be the mafia. They do lots of shady shit. I don't like Oreo. I don't like Akane. I don't like what they do. You know? I don't like that they accept people like Teppei and all he's done, because remember, Teppei worked for them. He was Sonozaki adjacent. They knew of him, they let him be. He's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
All the stuff of what they did to the Hojos, how they allowed it to keep happening to them, fuck that. Worst character, Takano.
I think we can agree on that. I still appreciate Takano's character. As in, not just character, but also her personality.
She made sense. Again, the writing was really good. It made sense.
I really resonated with Takano in the beginning.
It's usually because Yakuza tend to leave civilians alone for the most part.
Yeah.
Good. At least that's that.
They're semi-good, but also shit. It's like the... I don't know.
But if Yakuza don't have anything to do with the curse, is it really clear what they're actually involved in criminally? Yes, because there have been lines telling us that. Also, you don't have people like Shotgun Man Kasai around if you don't do some kind of strong-arming people.
And it's like Oishi said, they might not have killed the one guy. So I don't hate them for that, but there's plenty of other shit that they're doing
Yeah.
that I can't be after them for.
Oh.
But it makes sense.
I just had a moment, but it makes sense more later.
But all in all, I'm glad we're through. Like at some point I was like, okay, let's now finally get to the end of things. Like it's been enough.
Yeah. We've been sitting in the car for 18 months. We can see our destination and I really need to pee, so can we pull over and get it?
Yeah, but I also think that is a shame. Because at some point I'm like, okay, let's just get through it, press A, like get to the end, let's wrap things up, let's go through it. And then it just takes too long and you start losing patience.
Yeah,
like, I kind of lost my patience for the end, and I don't know if that impacted my feeling of not really feeling that much about the ending, yes or no?
I think it
because
does,
I just wanted it to end
subconsciously, yeah. But that's fine. This is clearly a testament to, hey, for me the story is too long.
Yeah.
Just because it's very long. We've talked about this. Just the main story, not the tips, not the staff room, just the main story bits are longer than the Old and New Testament combined.
Like how you say that 6 times a stream lately.
Yes, because we did that, and then we also went through the tips and the post-game stuff.
Yeah, fair.
Yes.
When I look at the ranking,
It's
though,
long.
From all the visual novels we have done so far, honestly, I'm gonna put it, and I'm not taking in count like the Llama one, the ones we've played. I have some more.
Yeah.
The ones we've played as like a joke thing, it's at the bottom. I still stick to Brilliant Story.
As a game or as a story?
As a game.
Okay.
As
fair.
a story, it's brilliant. And it will get high marks for that. As an actual game to play through, it ranks at the bottom of the ones we have played so far.
Yeah, because there is, other than the clicking around of fragments.
I agree with you, Benjima, but for argument's sake, it's a game.
I can buy it on Steam. It's in the visual novel section, so yes. Yeah. This Higurashi has taught me that I much prefer my visual novels to be interspersed with gameplay elements. Ace Attorney, Danganronpa, Zero Time Dilemma, Zero Escape Series. Yeah, those kind of games. I prefer them. And I prefer my stories not to be longer than the Bible.
But, like I said, that is not even that of a negative thing. It is great.
The story is amazing.
The story is amazing.
Some of the best writing I've ever seen.
Yeah, that is absolutely, that doesn't take anything away from it. That's great.
Yeah. I was gonna say there is no like obvious Mary Sue characters that that have no flaws and they can just beat everything. They exist, it's all of them in chapter 8 because they need to be, because that's what the story is about. We just talked about this, we believe. But up until that point, every character has flaws. Every character is realistic.
Yeah.
To a fault. I wish Rikishi all the best and hope he gets more into mainstream. He was the head writer for Silent Hill F. but just released a few weeks ago.
There you go. Wish granted.
Yeah, Ruben, nice. Congratulations. You caused a miracle. Tifa, do you have one last thing? No. Tifa, are you prepared to do one last thing to debrief us all on Higurashi?
If we must.
Great, but I need to pee first, so let's take a break, and then it's time for Higurashi When X Predict Aftermath Edition.
BRB.
BRB.